Nowadays, people getting black hair at the age of 30. You're starting to get black hair. How old are you?
20.
You're 20.
Yes.
See? Kali Yuga is setting in, starting to get gray hair, white hair at the age of 20. 20, huh? Yeah. So, on the occasion of Gopastami, we will have a Go Puja later this morning. Well, actually, later this morning, I was discussing yesterday, because we all get busy and whatnot. Probably, I think the best time to have Go Puja, it only takes 10 minutes, is at 7 o'clock, right after the Bhagavatam class. The cows are there, we're here, from here, and this we need to get, well, actually, Parthasarathi Prabhu already gave them bananas. Normally, when we have Go Puja, we give garland or something sweet to the cows. So, because I think it will be difficult later on to gather everyone, classes is there, this and that. So, can our assistant Pujari get a arati plate for 7 o'clock?
Yes. We had banana.
Huh?
We have 4 dozen banana for bulls.
We have 4 dozen bananas. Wow.
And eight, 16 laddus.
Oh, you prepared already?
Yeah. Rashapur already prepared laddus for.
Rameshwar Prabhu is ahead of us. He's very quiet, doesn't tell anything. Okay. Well, we don't want to give them too many laddus. I'm sure the devotees won't mind if there are extra laddus. And we expect some guests today. Today or tomorrow? Who's coming? Yes. Ram Saran, you're the guest charge, guest house in charge, and he doesn't know who's coming. He's coming today or tomorrow?
He's coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 31st. Okay. He's one of our patron members. He's coming with his wife, I think. It took a long time. Yeah, we need to know who's coming with who. Then accordingly we can, So we have a few guests coming. On the 1st also is, who's coming on the 1st?
Sridham Prabhu is
Shivananda. On the 1st?
Yeah.
Or the 2nd? I have to refresh my memory. I have to refresh my cell phone. Now our memory is in the cell phone. Yeah, we have different devotees. One very special, we could say, teacher who has been coming for the last few years. Very qualified and very popular. I think he's the most popular teacher. He is an Ayurvedic doctor. So anyone who has any kind of ailment, which means all of us, he's quite good. Dr. Srinivas, actually, his initiated name is Dattatreya. Very active in his state regarding promoting cow protection and everything. He's coming in a few days, right? He's coming with an associate, with a friend who is connected with cow protection also. His friend is a doctor, maybe? Okay. when it rains, our floor gets cleaned very nicely. More so than when it doesn't rain. So maybe just 7 o'clock, and we'll finish a little bit before maybe 7 o'clock. Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Gaur Pimanande. Dayam Vishupad Paramahamsa Pri Vrajagacharya Stotra Satta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Sirabai Charan Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Skandiviti Founder Charya's Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Namatharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki
Jai.
Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda ki
Jai.
Harinam Sankirtan ki
Jai.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Danitai Gaura Pimananda. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to see Guru and to see Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Taksuranbilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Parakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavam Scha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalitam Sri Visakanditam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutirivi Pranamami Hare Priye Vansakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyaeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Dharam Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayat. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very means of conquest, let us first offer our respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Nara, Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta Prayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering a service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed practically to nil. And loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahmasamitam Uttama Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasyayanam Mahat. The Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Grantaraj, the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God, as Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Om Surabhyaya Namaha.
Om Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Om Surabhyaya Namaha.
Om Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Om Surabhyaya Namaha.
Mukam karoti vatalam pangom langayate girim yatkripat maham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Yatkripat maham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to our ongoing Bhagavatam class. Those just arriving on time. Canto 1, Chapter 19, the appearance of Shukadeva Goswami, text number 35, I believe. Yes? Yes. Api me Bhagavan Pritah Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha Paitri Swaseya Priti Artham Tad Gotrasyata Bandhava Api me Bhagavan Prita Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha Paitri Swaseya Pitriartam Tad Gotrasyata Bandhava Api me Bhagavan Prita Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha Paitri Swaseya Pitriartam Tad Gotrasyata Bandhavaha Api me Bhagavan Prita Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha Paitri Swaseya Prityartham Tad Gotrasyata Bandhavaha
Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha Paitri Swaseya Prityartham Tadgotrasya Bandhavaha
Api me Bhagavan Pritaha
Api me Bhagavan Pritaha
Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha
Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha
Paitri Swasya Prityartham
Paitri Swasya Prityartham
Tadgotrasyat Bandhavaha
Tadgotrasyat Bandhavaha
Api me Bhagavan Prita.
Api me Bhagavan Pritaha
Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha.
Krishna Pandu Sutta Priyaha
Paitri Svasya Pitrartham.
Paitri Swasya Prityartham
Tadgotrasyata Bandhavaha.
Tadgotrasyat Bandhavaha अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
कृष्ण पाण्डुसुत प्रियः
कृष्ण पाण्डुसुतः प्रियः
पैतृष्वस्य प्रीत्यर्थं
पैतृष्वस्य प्रीत्यर्थं
तद्गोत्रस्याद् बान्धवः
तद्गोत्रस्य बान्धवः
अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
कृष्ण पञ्जुसुत प्रियः
कृष्ण पाण्डुसुत प्रियः
स्वस्य या प्रीति अतं
पैतृष्वस्य प्रीत्यर्थं
तद्गोत्रस्य च बान्धवः
तद्गोत्रस्य बान्धवः
अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
अपि मे भगवान् प्रीतः
कृष्ण बन्धुसुत प्रियः
कृष्ण पाण्डुसुत प्रियः
पैतृष्वस्य प्रीत्यर्थं
पैतृष्वस्य प्रीत्यर्थं
तद्गोत्रस्य च बान्धवः
तद्गोत्रस्य बान्धवः
Api,
अपि
definitely,
definitely
may, unto me, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Pritaha, pleased, Krishna,
Krishna
the Lord, Pandasuta,
Pandusutta
the sons of King Pandu,
sons of
Priyaha,
Priya
dear, Paitri,
Gaitri
in relation with the father,
in relation with the father
Swaseya,
Suseya
the sons of the sister,
sons of the sister
Priti,
Priti
satisfaction,
satisfaction
Artham, in the matter of Tat, there,
their
Gotrasya,
Gotrasya
of the descendant, Atta, accepted, Bandhavaha,
Bandhavaha
as a friend.
as a friend.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Yeah. Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is very dear to the sons of King Pandu, has accepted me as one of those relatives just to please his great cousins and brothers. Kindly repeat after me. Lord Krishna,
Lord Krishna,
the personality of Godhead,
the personality of Godhead,
who is very dear
who is very dear
to the sons of King Pandu,
to the sons of King Pandu,
has accepted me
has accepted me
as one of those relatives
as one of those relatives
just to please
just to please
his great cousins and brothers.
his great cousins and brothers.
Purport. A pure and exclusive devotee of the Lord serves his family interest more dexterously than others who are attached to illusory family affairs. Generally, people are attached to family matters, and the whole economic impetus of human society is moving under the influence of family affection. Such deluded persons have no information that one can render better service to the family by becoming a devotee of the Lord. The Lord gives special protection to the family members and descendants of a devotee, even though such members are themselves non-devotees. Maharaj Prahlad was a great devotee of the Lord, but his father, Hiranyakashipu, was a great atheist and declared enemy of the Lord. But despite all this, Hiranyakashipu was awarded salvation due to his being the father of Maharaj Prahlad. the Lord is so kind that he gives all protection to the family members of his devotee. And thus the devotee has no need to bother about his family members. Even if one leaves such family members aside to discharge devotional service. Heavy sentence here. Maharaj Yudhisthira and his brothers were the sons of Kunti and the paternal aunt of Lord Krishna. And Maharaj Parikshit admits the patronage of Lord Krishna because of his being the only grandson of the great Pandavas. Translation again, this is Parikshit Maharaj addressing Shukadeva Goswami. As follows. Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is very dear to the sons of King Pandu, has accepted me as one of those relatives, just to please his great cousins and brothers. So in the very first statement in the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning how those who are actually pure devotees, Prabhupada adds the word exclusive devotees of the Lord, serve their family interests more dexterously than others. So that means that only one who is actually in knowledge of of his actual identity as a servant of the Lord will also endeavor in different ways to bring his family members who may not be devotees to Krishna consciousness. And that's also mentioned further on in the purport. The best way we can actually help family members and relatives is, number one, by ourselves becoming fully surrendered souls. And then secondly, by endeavoring, although family members, depending on various factors, may not at all be receptive to taking up the process of spiritual life or devotional service. But the point being made here is that, and this is what Parikshit Maharaj is expressing, that actually Parikshit, as we know, he never got to see his father, Abhimanyu. But because he is descendant of the great Pandavas and Krishna is so affectionate to the Pandavas, therefore Krishna gave special attention or special protection by nullifying the Brahmastra that was sent by Aswatthama. And Parikshit Maharaj is therefore glorifying Krishna. That Krishna, he is he is known as Bhaktavatsala. He's very dear and the well-wisher of his devotees, but not only of his devotees, but of the family members of his devotees. It is mentioned somewhere in the Bhagavatam where possibly in other places. So many generations before and after. Was it 7 generations, something?
Yeah, 21 I heard.
Yeah, I think there are different numbers. 7 or 21, whatever it may be. So many generations before and after, um, who are connected with someone who has become a devotee, they are considered liberated. They are getting the benefit of that one individual. So for some, even just one person in a family to become a devotee is a tremendous benefit, although they may not uh, even know or understand. And the statement that Prabhupada makes, of course, is that um, yes, sometimes one has to leave. Well, eventually we all have to leave our family members. Um, but in the early days, especially, there's a nice anecdote of the two famous brothers, Brahmananda and Gargamuni. Yes. Brahmananda Prabhu was the first to join, I believe. Maybe they joined around the same time. They were both brothers, and one time their mother actually met Srila Prabhupada. You probably know this story. Prabhupada was always, as a perfect gentleman, he understood, just a whole different culture, right? Krishna consciousness and India and Krishna and all these things. So for most people in the West, especially elderly people like parents, it was not so easy. But Prabhupada actually met with many parents, and many parents really appreciated and could understand that their sons or daughters were in good hands. Prabhupada was a loving, caring um, personality. So when the mother of Brahmananda and Gargamuni met with Srila Prabhupada, he spoke to her very nicely. And naturally, mothers are attached, so she was um, somehow, I guess, by possibly even before meeting Prabhupada, she had kind of adjusted to the fact that her 2 sons, I don't know if those were her only 2 sons, but anyways, even to lose 1 son, what to speak of 2, lose means they leave home. Then somewhere in the conversation, maybe I think at the end of the conversation, Prabhupada, who was always trying to engage people in service, he asked her, if you like, you can also give a donation, something to that effect. And she said, "My God, I already gave my 2, I gave my 2 sons. You're asking me for a donation." Um, but Prabhupada was always very expert in conveying what he wanted to say, and people would take it, generally quite nicely. So that is, as Prabhupada mentions also in the beginning, family attachment is the strongest attachment. Most difficult thing to give up actually is family relationship, because when we are devoid of Krishna consciousness, then it's like, he's my father, she's my mother. We fail to understand, well, I've had so many mothers and so many fathers in the past. Due to bodily identification, we develop this very strong attachment, and therefore, Shastra Chakshu, that is the special and unique quality or position of someone who's a devotee. He, he's always trying to see things, to understand things through the eyes of Shastra. That we're all spirit souls, we're here temporarily, and we should avoid simply becoming overly attached because I'm born in this particular family. I have a particular brother or sister, etc., like that. And there's a particular verse in the Bhagavatam where it is actually supporting what Prabhupada is mentioning here, that all of us, we have so many obligations uh, to so many things, so many demigods, to saintly persons, to government, so many, long list. We are duty bound. But when we become Krishna conscious, uh, those duties and obligations are no longer there. Because if we are actually fully surrendered to Krishna, then all of those otherwise important uh, duties and obligations they become actually nullified. It's an important concept, an important instruction, which Prabhupada is actually relating here also, that our first and foremost obligation and duty is towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And especially when the situation is not favorable in our family environment, family situation, then we, for the sake of becoming Krishna conscious, for the sake of helping others also become Krishna conscious, then we can give up family life without necessarily, taking sannyas. We can we can take up, we could say, the spirit of sannyas. What is the spirit of sannyas? Sannyas yoga, that Krishna refers to in the Bhagavad Gita, means becoming detached by fully surrendering ourselves, our body, our mind, our intelligence in the service of Krishna. And there are many wonderful examples, especially in the associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who, although in householder life, were very much absorbed, very much active in the mission, in helping the mission. And when calamities happened in their homes, they were very detached. Prabhupada explains how externally we should be acting, he had given that instruction to Raghunath Das Goswami, who wanted to leave home, who had come in contact with the devotees of the Lord, and he was quite young. He wanted to join the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to go to Jagannath Puri. That whole Leela is nicely described in the in connection with the Panihati festival. Well, the whole Panihati festival is centered on Nityananda Prabhu requesting or ordering, actually, Raghunath Das to feed all of his associates and whoever was there. And then he had instructed, is it that you should just go back to your home and just behave like a normal person externally. So sometimes we have to do that. We have to play the role of maybe an attached family member, because every situation is very different. But internally, that's what is most important. Internally, regardless of our external condition or situation, we, in all circumstances, should continue to cultivate this very rare opportunity of actually becoming Krishna conscious. There are many examples of at a very young age also. I mean, today is the disappearance, Srinivas Acharya. Those three personalities who are who became very prominent after the disappearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srinivas Acharya, Shamananda Pandit, and Narottam Das Thakur. They were all very young, and they left actually family to join the Goswamis in Vrindavan at the heartbreak of their beloved family members. So this very important instruction, Parikshit Maharaj is expressing his gratitude and appreciation to Krishna, who is so kind that just in as an obligation or because the Pandavas were so dear to him, isn't it? Pandavas are very close associates of Lord Krishna, and therefore he is Parikshit Maharaj is expressing here that because of that affection that Krishna had for his grandparents, therefore Krishna showed special favor to him, and that's what he's expressing here a little bit, just to please his great cousins and brothers. Any comments on this?
Maharaj, in regard to Nityanand Prabhu instructing Raghunath Das
Yes,
to behave like
ordinary.
externally behave like an ordinary householder. I think there is a similar instruction by Narada Muni in the 7th canto when he describes ideal family life, and that
Yes,
one
yes.
should stay with family members, and if they say something, they should just say nod and say yes, but then they should act
Yes.
according to what is favorable for devotional service.
Yes, Narada Muni is also giving the same instruction that we should not compromise internally, but externally we should not, because that's one of the very basic principles, isn't it? Especially in our Vaishnav philosophy, to avoid causing pain or suffering or disturbance, right, to all living entities, including family members. And when family members are not Krishna conscious, then it's more difficult for them to see us maybe very different from them. If we are within, and it happens a lot, many devotees, if not the majority of devotees, at least for some period of time, are in this kind of situation where they are still maybe physically staying at home or having to interact, and and because family members they cannot, they don't understand, so one needs to be sensitive, at the same time still trying to um, to help them whenever the opportunity is there. But even though very often family members will make it very clear that, listen, don't try to preach to me or whatever. But a devotee should know, as it is mentioned here, that simply by my continuing to be a devotee, that is actually the best way, the best service I can actually render to my family members.
The other comment was, that particular verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, I believe it's 11th canto, which says one who is fully surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is relieved, is not obligated to various duties towards the Pitris, the demigods, the ancestors, the family members, so on and so forth. And I think it requires some maturity, because if someone prematurely misuses that instruction and is not fully surrendered, and just to give up the responsibility, just
Right.
creates more havoc.
Mostly it's misused.
Especially if you're trying to establish one ashram, where the varna and ashram duties are there, even if it's fully liberated, just to set an example.
Right.
Those should not be neglected.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Artificially.
Yes.
Even like Shraddha ceremonies in the Varnashram culture should be performed even by the devotees.
There is Vaishnav Shraddha, Bhakti
Yeah.
Siddhanta Thakur.
There are different styles.
There are?
Vaishnav Shraddha.
Acha, there are?
Vaishnav Shraddha is there.
Chaitanya
It's a different way of
Mahaprabhu
doing
did. Lord Rama did. So yeah.
Yeah.
Vaishnav Sharad, something alag mantra.
Yes, it's a different way of doing it.
You can do very simple actually, just offering prasadam. It's more about the whole idea. It's not about the intricacies of which way you are sitting and what you are doing. It's more about you are remembering your pitras, offering them prasadam, offering them like taking bath in Ganga, all this, offering water of Ganga.
Offering prasad to Brahmanas, it is not enough.
Cows, Brahmans, and pitras. So you offer the prasad.
Yeah, that's in the 7th canto,
This also.
Narada Muni. That's one of many important instructions given by Narada Muni, that as Vaishnavas, we also...
Devotees generally take that part of Srimad Bhagavatam that we are free
Yeah,
from all the obligations.
right.
Actually, it's not.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah,
we tend to forget that we are practitioners, not the
correct. Yeah.
fully realized souls.
There's a interesting example, a real example in the context of His Holiness Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj that you may know about.
Oh yes, Prabhupada.
Well, because he was in America, he was doing his PhD, and then came in contact with devotees, became a devotee, and then we know that in Vedic culture, the samskaras play a very important role, and one should be there for certain such events, especially when parents leave the body. It's the duty, especially of the eldest sons, to be there. So he was in America, and he was, I think, on the verge of maybe giving some big conference or something. He was engaged. Srila Prabhupada had selected him to head up, Bhaktivedanta Institute, BI, and so he got news one day,
Just the day before.
that one relative, maybe his father, I'm not sure, his father, right? Mother, yeah, passed away. So he went to see Prabhupada. What to do? What should I do? The conference starts tomorrow, and then this happened. Now I got the news, and then because he understood. He's from that background and very traditional, So Prabhupada instructed him to remain at the conference and not to go, isn't it?
Yes.
The story that I heard, Maharaj, is different. He was a student in America,
He was in America.
and when he get the news that his mother left his body,
Yes.
he collected the money to go to America.
Okay.
Collected the money, it was not easy,
Right.
And after Srila Prabhupada said, you don't need to go, but one of his uncle from Mayapur, he said, you know, you are Vaishnava, you don't need to come for that ceremony.
Right.
But because of his uncle, and Srila Prabhupada
Okay.
got that.
So yes. So because there was, yeah, I mean, Shraddha ceremony generally because there's not always a son there, so it's some relative who can play that or take up that role or responsibility. So Prabhupada had mentioned to him that yes, that you are as a Vaishnava, it's so it's like the Varnashram principles are there, but sometimes we can bypass or on certain occasions and whatnot, but not carte blanche. Yeah.
Yes, this ceremony described by Gopal Bhatta Goswami in his book Sat Sakriya Jipika.
Yes.
Also
Yes.
described,
Yes. Yes. Our Goswamis have adjusted, so to speak, because otherwise it's like very involved.
Regarding Srila Prabhupada, just recalled recently I heard Srila Prabhupada's communication is pure. And
Coming to
Srila Prabhupada, how he was communicate,
how he was, yeah.
how he was also brave to speak out. And there was, I mean, it's just relating that he was speaking about Dharmuni Prabhu's mother,
Right.
of Rojan he was talking. So sometimes Srila Prabhupada would be quite strong as well. There was a show, you must have heard, which was very kind of this host would just smash all these people.
Oh yeah, correct.
And devotee said, Srila Prabhupada, don't go there. This is
Right.
Srila Prabhupada said, I would go.
Yeah.
He's always ready for a good fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he comes there, and this host, he starts. I mean, everybody was just waiting that, and he was just ready to kind of always smash. So what he asked, first question he asked, how you are coming from India and you are coming to teach in US where the death rate is so high. So Prabhupada said, death rate is everywhere 100%. And everybody was like, he didn't expect that reply. He was just shocked, bewildered.
Correct. Yeah.
And he asked something else. What was the other thing? You were asking.
Prabhupada had the perfect answer for any kind of question. Yeah. I mean, because he was just, yeah, he would, what do you call it, disarm people, who wanted to kind of confront him or defeat him or present some kind of argument. There are so many.
After a couple of questions, Srila Prabhupada smashed. This lady wanted to fix the situation. She came forward. Why do you shave your head?
Yeah.
She said, Prabhupada said, why do you shave your legs? And she also said that keep your legs covered so that the men will have
cool brain. Yeah. Prabhupada was very unique in that way.
Something he was asked that if everybody becomes Krishna conscious, what would you do? There will always be some fool like you. Few foolish people.
Yes. And Prabhupada would tell his young students, don't imitate. I'm an old man, I can speak, I can get away with it.
Prabhupada had actually very big experience also. He was coming
Prabhupada one time was going, he would on his morning walks, right? I forget where it was, maybe at the manor or something. And some dog, big dog, started to run, barking, and all the devotees were hiding behind Prabhupada. Prabhupada had his cane and he just picked up it, hut, 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 like that. And the dog just, ran away. Then a devotee later on tried to do the same thing. Some dog came and he came with, and he went up to the dog, and he said the same thing, hut, hut, but he didn't say it properly or something. And then he started running. You can't imitate, but yeah.
I have a question that here we see that Krishna is protecting the family members of a devotee, and it goes back that who already died, like forefathers, like I don't know, 7 generations.
Yeah.
Why he does and what he does. So how Krishna protects my grandfather, whom I don't know. I have actually no conscious relationships, and I don't mind. Sorry, I mind like generally everyone, but just why my grandfather is protected, and what does it mean protected? Actually, what will happen with them?
Means that because of Krishna's, means he will arrange that they do something or come in contact with devotees so that they actually take up the process of devotional service. Means he gives special attention to those who are connected with his devotees. How specifically this happens?
No, we don't know that. But you told the key. He arranged
Something.
some special, which generally.
Yeah, maybe will vary from one to another or whatever. Yeah.
Interestingly, Prabhu quoted, I don't know. So, generally, in the Varnashram culture, you generally know seven generations. You generally know.
Correct.
It's very interesting as you started that, I don't know. Because we don't know, we actually don't know. We don't have any relation. So, generally, it is said that when you are doing all this Shraddha, all
You
these
mentioned the
ceremonies,
names, right?
Yes.
you go all the way up to the 7.
That's why these ceremonies take a long time. Probably.
It does. So there are actually, it is related. One is like I was just thinking when we were talking that nowadays, now this family knots or bonds, they are very loosened. We don't have, we have micro families.
Yes,
But
yes.
earlier,
Yeah.
when Maharaj was saying that Shyamanand and
Srinivas.
Raghunath Thakur, even Raghunath Das Goswami and others, when they left, it was like a disaster for the whole family.
Yes.
Because they were like going away. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
There is no continuation.
They were going away, and they were like, "Oh, our family, he's becoming sannyasi, so there is no continuation of our family. The family
Gotra is breaking.
Right.
So earlier, these things traditionally they were like that you know you have your grandson, and if there is no son, then they will even adopt a son
Yeah.
just to continue, because as Arjun was saying, who will give water to Pitras? They will
Big
die,
concern.
right?
One of the reasons he
Yeah,
made.
one of the main reasons he mentioned.
Right.
So it was very, very, even up to let's say 100 years or
Yes,
50
yes.
years back.
Yes.
It was very traditional in our family. So I was asking my father, okay,
And there is reactions also.
So-
The Pitris fall
Yeah.
down. There's a reaction to the
Yes.
descendants.
So my father would give us names, and then there are actually in Gaya and in other places, there are pandas
Who?
who will write down.
Yes, yes.
This is our family, Barots. They maintain genealogy charts for generations.
Yes, yes.
You can go and refer, and they will tell you exactly how many generations.
Right.
Right,
So
right.
you go, and there, all these Brahmanas in various places who are doing Shraddhas, they have got all these
Yeah, yeah.
records,
Great, correct.
as you are mentioning of records.
Yes, yes.
So they keep record of that. Okay, you are coming from which city, and then okay, this city, that is the family which is taking care. And that family, even some lost, they will go, and then they will say, okay, I'm coming from that Gotra. Okay, they will open the Gotras and they will open the.
Yes.
Also, other thing is, even genetically, after 7 generations, the genes don't continue.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
see,
That's more
you
like
have genes up until
Okay.
like a DNA has got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
certain and
keep reflecting.
and that's where they were all these Brahmanas, like marriage is happening.
Ah,
This
ah.
whole it is a science.
Right, right, right.
Then
right,
they will
right.
take, okay, you are coming from which Gotra, she is coming from this Gotra.
You can.
And then there
yeah.
should not be a coincide, like
Yes,
mismatch.
The Gotras
Mix.
should not be made.
Gotra should not be same.
yes,
Like we are coming from Bharadwaj Gotra.
yes, yes.
So if I am getting married, then they will check.
Right.
None of them were from Bharadwaj Gotra.
Yes.
Like when Subhadra, she was actually maternal sister but because they are coming from different Gotra, they can get married.
Right. Yeah. You try to explain that to people in the West, huh?
No, that's why we are saying that now we come in contact with like Achyut Gotra, at least we get the Gotra. And then we continue again. We kind of, in India also now it's lost. If you ask some new generation, they may not know Gotra because they are not doing ceremony.
Yeah.
Because we were doing ceremonies, they will, okay, remember your Gotra.
Right.
Speak out.
Yeah.
So then we know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my Gotra. I'm coming from this particular lineage.
Yes.
Either they were coming from like sons or from disciples. Two
spiritual and in genealogy.
Yes.
two lineage are there from the rishis.
The other thing about marriage, the Niti Shastra says that when you're bringing a girl in the family, that means you're getting married. Once your family should have known their family for 7 generations. That's when you really know the character of the girl. Otherwise, it will be a big mess.
Yeah. And it should be a girl.
Sorry. No, getting married. When you bring in a bride.
Not between. Yeah, because Manu Shastra says that any pious act and any sinful act affect 7 generations back and forth. So if they know the 7 generations quite, peacefully, piously live,
Exactly.
then they know that person is not holding something which will affect our family members from the next generation. So they are protecting their pious life by this way.
Yes. So that's why it is said that if one, just to comment on this whole idea of knowing, going back 7 generations, so therefore it is considered that if one cannot establish these seven generations, that means one is Shudra. And that's why that statement is there. Kalu Shudra Sambhava, Kali Yuga, practically.
Yeah, that is in Bhagavatam when King Venu was take birth. It was the mistake of his father to take a wife, very inauspicious wife.
Yeah. His father was innocent, but somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yes. Okay. So before we started the Bhagavatam class, we mentioned we're going to be doing Gupuja right now because we all get busy and whatnot. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Gauda Premanande
Jai.